Welcome back, Rich Minds. It's your boy Reno coming back to you with another video. And today's topic is gonna be they pissed. You are the villain in somebody's sad story. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, they pissed. You are the villain in somebody's sad story. I know. Okay? But you saying, Reno, I just chose myself. And they telling me that I'm a bad person. But Reno, I made the best decision for me, my kids, or just the best decision that you could have possibly ever made for your future. I know. They're still calling you the villain. And the reason why, y'all, is because they have a great understanding and idea that they can no longer use you. All right? They can no longer abuse you. And you are not allowing them to guilt trip you into a crappy situation. All right? You're not giving a baby to the wrong person. We're going to talk heavy, y'all. We're not marrying the wrong person. We're not allowing ourselves to stay at that job for too long. All right? We're not allowing that family member to manipulate us anymore. Okay? We're not allowing that person to be vile, malicious, and evil in our lives anymore. Well, Reno, what is the outcome of that? They gonna call you the villain. Yep. They gonna tell everybody else that you wasn't this, you wasn't that. You was a bad boyfriend. You was a bad girlfriend. You was a terrible friend. It's nothing great about this person. Well, if nothing was great about me, why is it that you was with me for all this time? So I guess all these years didn't matter, huh? Okay, I guess the fact that you allowed yourself to be in my space and vice versa, none of those things matter, right? Okay, I got you. Okay, I got you, right? Reno, what are you saying right now? I am simply saying that no matter how good of a person you are going to be the villain in somebody's story. I'm sorry, y'all. That's just the way it is. Okay? I don't care if you gave them money. If you did not give them what they wanted, sorry, you're the villain. I don't care if you gave them a ride to work, a ride to the hospital, okay? Comfort, advice, information, a place to stay. It don't matter. If you're not giving them what they want, you ain't nothing. You ain't crap. You ain't S-H-I-T. Can we be real, y'all? All right, this is not about sugarcoating it. I'm just telling y'all how IS is. And so with that being said, y'all, they pissed, all right? You are the villain in somebody's story. But with that being said, y'all already know how we do. We are outside, y'all, connected with nature, going on our walk, our nature walk, I call it, here at the legendary Park family. Today is November 6th, okay, 2024. As y'all all know it, we are getting ready to head into 2025. And y'all, it's about to go down. Donald Trump just became the president. He's back. I may sound excited, but I am indifferent. I don't feel great about it. I don't feel bad about it. You know why? Because God is my president. And matter of fact, I'm going to make a whole nother video speaking about how I feel. Y'all drop in the comments if y'all want my perspective on this whole thing. But just giving y'all some insight on what it is that's going on out here in the world, y'all. But y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. I would like to start this off with the scripture of today, family, because what I am about to speak about, okay, is going to speak to everything that I'm going to say, in this video. So right here, y'all, in Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23, it says, keep your heart with all diligence, right? For out of it spring the issues of life. Let me say it once again, family, for my chosen ones in the back. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23, it says, keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it spring the issues of life. Man, y'all, you have to make sure that you keep what it is that God has given you protected. Don't allow somebody to make you feel wrong or bad for not allowing them to finesse you out of a lifelong decision, your future, right? The things that's going to affect you and your kids, right? Don't allow a person to make you feel bad about that. You know, y'all, I was speaking with a wise woman before in the past, and she said this. She said, behind every good guy, there's a dick. And what she meant by that was behind every good person, it's the word no, right? Is, a person standing up for themselves. That's what it meant. It's not only for guys, it's for women too. So you can be the nicest person in the world as long as you giving them everything they want. But you become the evilest person on the planet the moment you tell them no. God says to protect your heart. Protect what it is that he has given you. Okay? And don't allow nobody to shame you. All right? Somebody drop in the comments and say you won't shame me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say you won't shame me. Okay? But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to give you all the reasons of why you are the villain in somebody's story. Okay? And we're going to bust this quick love, y'all. We ain't going up the hill this time. This the hill right here, y'all. Y'all see it. Not this time, y'all. We're going to take a little shortcut. All right? Don't talk about me. But anyway, y'all, number one, maturity level. Okay? Maturity level. All right? Now, many people may think that this is not as important. This is not, a big deal. This is not serious. Reno, while you're talking to me about other people's maturity, I'm about to click off this video. Listen, y'all, don't go nowhere. I'm telling you. Maturity level matters. Maturity level is everything. I seen a video, and don't quote me on this, y'all. I don't know where I seen it, but I just remember this was a thing. And she said, the best marital advice I would give you is to marry somebody you can divorce. Don't panic, y'all. Listen, what she was saying is marry somebody who's not going to leave you with messy results, who's not going to leave you with a terrible name. Marry somebody who can divorce you and still say, you know what, we can be friends. Maturity, okay? And so that's the same thing with the friendship. Sometimes, y'all, friendships end. Okay, fine. But it don't have to end with F you, no, F you. Forget you, no, forget you. I can't stand you. You ain't nothing. It don't got to end like that, y'all. It can end peacefully. It can end in love. And guess what? If it's really ordained by God, it's going to come back together. It's going to come back together. So what I'm saying, y'all, is this right here. Again, when it comes to a person's maturity level, this goes to or speaks to their ability to reason, their ability to use logic, their ability to be rational, their ability to understand, their ability to use their knowledge, their intelligence, their wisdom. And everybody don't have maturity. When you have maturity, you're able to look at it from the other person's perspective. When you have maturity, you have the ability to understand, their point, right? Just because a person says, hey, I don't agree with that, it doesn't mean that they want to fight you. It doesn't mean that they're discrediting you. It doesn't mean that they love you any less. But guess what, y'all? When you're dealing with the immature person or a person who has a low maturity level, what happens? They're going to misconstrue everything that you say. You can say it in the nicest way possible. Don't matter. They're going to misconstrue it regardless. One thing I'll say before we get to number two is one thing I noticed about the Aaron Hernandez documentary in the docu-series. It's on Hulu, right? I'm not getting paid to tell y'all about this series. I just really like it because it's fascinating. I can't believe a person who had it all would literally go from being, golden to crap, from playing football on television to killing people. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out how that works. Okay, but anyway, one thing that I noticed with Aaron Hernandez is that his maturity level was low. right? Like, if it was a test, y'all, he would have made a straight out F. His maturity level was low. And that's one thing that the coaches was looking at. They were looking at how immature he was. But they say, you know what? We're still going to give him a try because he's so good in football, right? This goes all the way back to Barry Bonds when he was knocking out them home runs. And even Cat Williams made a joke and said, well, one thing about America, if you can sing, if you can hit a baseball, if you can kick a soccer ball, if you can shoot a basketball, or if you can run and throw a football, they don't care about whatever you do. You can do it all, right? And maybe I'm paraphrasing, but basically what he's saying is, if you got some type of talent, you're a bad mamma jamma. It's all good. Nobody cares. They'll sweep it up under the rug. Why y'all think R. Kelly got away with what he was doing for all these years? And I still love R. Kelly music, right? I'm not one of those ones with, let his music die. No, that was Robert. R. Kelly is the musical genius, right? So I have no problem with R. Kelly's music. But sticking to the point, y'all, maturity level, all right? This can make or break a person, okay? And so when you think of a maturity level, if it's very low, they have very low understanding. The scripture says, in all that you do, seek knowledge and wisdom with what? Understanding, okay? But anyway, y'all, without harping on that too long, number 2, perspective bias, okay? Perspective bias. So, like I was telling y'all, an immature person does not see other people's perspective. Well, number 2, perspective bias, which means they only see it from their lens. So if whatever it is that they want from you, if they can't get it, then they're going to look at you as if you did something wrong to them. I am now biased. I'm talking about you could have been the best person to them. Matter of fact, maybe you were the best person who ever, came into their lives. You better than their family. You better than their past friends. You are better than anybody who has had any type of associations with them. Well, you have to understand something. They will consider you underneath all of those people, even if they did them wrong. Why? Because they feel like you wasted their time. They feel as if you owe them something. Like I said before, y'all, you don't owe them your life. You owe them respect, but you don't owe them your life. You don't owe them, your years, whether they're younger years, older years, mid years. You don't owe them that, okay? So when a person is perspective biased, they only expect for you to see it the way they see it. This is why they talk to people who are immature. This is why they speak with people who have no understanding. This is why they try to confide in people who are going through either worse things that they're going through or the same exact things. Why? Because they're going to understand their language, right? They understand their language, which means they're going to be able to be perspective biased. I am biased to the lens that I am looking through. I don't care about your pains. I don't care about what you want. I don't care about your desires. I don't care about what, can help you. I don't care. Everything is about me, 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 me. I don't care, okay? And so this is their mindset. This is why they are, considered to be perspective biased. For example, let's just say there's a family issue going on here. And within this family issue, you got your mom and you got, an outsider, right? So typically, your mom is going to take your side. Regardless, she's your mom, okay? Typically, your sister, your brother, or anybody in your family is going to take your side. Why? Because they're biased to you. You are their loved one. So they don't care about looking at the other person's perspective. No, we perspective bias over here, baby. Oh, he unalived somebody? Oh, okay, it had to be a reason for that. And to an extent, y'all, I mean, it is good to have your family to be biased to an extent, okay? Because if you don't have your family, I mean, who else you got? At this point now, you just got yourself and God, which is fine, but I do understand it. However, y'all, in some cases, it should be reality instead of I'm biased because this my baby boy. This my baby girl, I'm biased. No, it shouldn't be that, right? It should be the reality. And wrong is wrong, right is right, right? And that's going to always be my motto to the day I leave here, okay? But number 3, y'all, it's going to be this right here. You protected your heart, okay? You protected your heart. And this is what we were speaking about earlier, y'all. Sometimes, family, people will consider you the villain in their story or their sad story because you protected your heart. You protected yours, right? You know, y'all, there was a guy, and he was young. Maybe he was like, I think 17, 18. He was in high school. And nobody knew that he was homosexual. But he finally came out. His father is livid, pissed off. You know how Chris Tucker say, pissed off, man? I'm talking about his father was pissed. So it came out, and, you know, things kind of died down, right? A lot of people go through it, having to accept the new version of their child, homosexuality, right? Scripture says that it is detestable and it is an abomination, but also Scripture says that no sin is greater than the other. So, you know, it's a rabbit hole that you'll be going down regardless. Anyway, one day, the young man was giving blood at the school, okay? And he got real sick for giving blood. So he got real sick. And they took him home, you know. They ain't thinking nothing of it. Maybe he didn't eat that day, right? Y'all buckle your seatbelts up for this one. What happened was the phone ringing from the school. They called and they said that he had HIV. Now, he knew exactly how he got it. How you get it, Reno? The guy who he got it from already had it. And the guy, mind you, he's 17, 18. The front of his mind is not even fully developed. His frontal lobe cortex is not even fully developed, right? So the dude who he was messing around with, he said, so you gonna treat me different because I got the virus, I got the thing? You gonna treat me different? Long story short, he allowed the guy to shame him. He was trying to protect his heart. He was trying to protect his health. He was trying to protect what it is that God had for him, but he allowed that person to shame. Reno, what are you saying? You protect your heart with all that you have. You protect it regardless. Don't allow nobody to shame you, guilt trip you, make you feel bad for not falling for their foolishness, evilness, nastiness, lowliness. Understand what I'm saying? And so this is something that this young brother got to live with for the rest of his life. HIV. When he initially attempted to protect his heart, but he allowed somebody to put him in a situation that will live for him forever. Now, this is not only with something that's physical, spiritual, it's emotional, it's financial, it's mental. So you have to make the best decision that you have to make for yourself. Because guess what? You are the one who got to live with it, not them. And guess what? Maybe they've already found comfort in living in craziness, chaos, nastiness, lowliness. Are you following what I'm saying? Drop in the comments if that makes sense, y'all. Drop in the comments if y'all are picking up what I'm putting down, okay? Number 4, y'all, it's going to be this. Self-sabotage, okay? Self-sabotage. People will literally sabotage anything and everything they feel that they don't deserve, right? People will literally sabotage anything and everything they feel they don't deserve, okay? And so what that simply means is, if they know they don't deserve you, they will sabotage you. If they know they never deserved you from the jump, they will sabotage you. Here's the kicker. Even when you gone. See, I got to make myself feel good for why I lost that thing that was good, right? I got to make myself feel good for why this person decided to leave me, this entity decided to fire me, this organization decided to release me. I gotta make myself feel good about it, right? And see, self-sabotage is real, y'all, because they would sabotage it and you ain't even do nothing wrong to them. I gotta make people who knew what I had realize why I lost what I had, right? This goes back to worrying about other people's opinions and values and what they think, which is toxic also. But y'all get the point, y'all. This is why you are in somebody's story or sad story as a villain, because they self-sabotaged it. That's why. Okay? Moving on to the next one, y'all. Number 5, no accountability. All right? This is the one I'm sure y'all were or probably were not looking for. But they self-sabotaged. I'm sorry, y'all. They took no accountability for self-sabotaging, for participating in the reason why you left or in whatever it was. But they take no accountability. So the easiest way to make myself feel better, the easiest way to make someone see my perspective, once again, perspective bias, the easiest way to make me feel good is to say, no, it wasn't me, it was them. I did everything that I could. I cooked, I cleaned. I provided, I protected. I did everything they wanted me to do. See, number one, you're wrong. You don't do what they want you to do. You do what you need to do. Follow what I'm saying? It's not about doing what someone wants you to do, right? It says in the scripture that the eyes of man is never satisfied. Don't do what they want. Do what you need. Play in your role. Okay? But again, people don't like taking accountability. They still talking about what their mom didn't do. They still talking about what their dad didn't give. They talking about, oh, my daddy wasn't in my life. Okay, cool. It's one thing to tell your story. It's another thing to say, well, the reason why I still work at a car wash is because I didn't have my father. Well, if you're 40 years old, your father, yeah, he was a failure, but now you've become a failure. So you've worked hard to become everything you never wanted to be, right? No accountability. And this is the world that we live in. Everybody, if we get Kamala, then this is going to happen. Or we get Trump, this is going to happen. No, take accountability for your own self. Take accountability for your own life. I'm not looking for no man to do anything for me. I'm not looking for them to up my finances, help my emotional stability, help my living situation. No, it's politics, y'all. It's politics. But guess what? It's politics in the government. It's politics at your job. It's politics in your family. Politics in your relationship. It is politics everywhere in the world. It's only about you taking the initiative to become aware of it. So once again, y'all, no accountability. Everything is blamed on you. You are the reason their credit score is low. You are the reason they lost their dog. You are the reason their family hate them. You are the reason they're not where they need to be in life. You are the reason. And so, family, I'm going to leave y'all on this right here. You got to understand something. In this world, you got protons, neutrons, and electrons. So what make you think that as good as a person you are, ain't no negative gonna come with it? Somebody gonna tell you that you a bad person. Somebody gonna tell you that you wasn't a good person. So if it has protons, electrons, and neutrons in the world, what make you think that you ain't gonna have no electrons connected to you in any way, shape, form, or fashion? Let that sit in, y'all. There can be no good without bad. Stop worrying about who like you. Stop worrying about who don't care about you. Stop worrying about who talking about you. Stop worrying about who's slandering you. Stop worrying about who's spreading rumors. You're going to be the bad person in somebody's story regardless, okay? But with that being said, y'all, we're going to do this recap and then we'll conclude this video. So, number one, y'all, maturity level. Number two, perspective bias. Number 3, you protected your heart. Number 4, self-sabotage. And number 5, y'all, no accountability. All right, that's a big one. But y'all already know how we do. If you would like to purchase any one of my Yes Sir t-shirts, book a one-on-one session with me, enroll into my social influence course, or purchase any one of my books, you can do so by hitting the link in the description. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace. What's good, family? It's your boy Reno. Check this out, y'all. I just dropped my social influence course, okay? Where I show you how to build up your social media platform as well as become a self-published author. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? If you want to leverage your expertise, okay, you got to publish your book. But not only that, if you want to get popping and build your community, you got to build up your social media platform. And so I put that all in one course, okay? And so all you got to do is go to the link in my bio, all right? And drop in the comments, social influence. If you want to build up your social influence, click that link in the bio and we're going to get you popping. Keep a rich mentality.